Hey everybody, Jake and Tyler here from Flashpoint Firearms. Just wanted to do a quick video about AR slings and how you might set them up. Tyler, why don't you walk us through yours?
So I pretty much set mine up the same way on every rifle, regardless of what brand sling you're using. I kind of just tend to throw it together the same way. So I put my back sling point on the off side of my rifle, away from my body, and then the front sling point I set up towards the bottom here, closer to the magazine well. Reason why I do that there instead of out towards the end is I find that when I go to do a reload, if it's out towards the end, sometimes it gets in the way of me getting my hand back on the gun. This just simplifies it a little bit.
Okay.
The reason why this one goes on the off side for me is that two reasons. One is that when it's slung, it holds the rifle closer to your body. It doesn't kind of flop out towards the back like that. And then the other reason is when you go to transition from right to left shoulder, it loosens and allows you to transition without cutting off blood flow. You can see if I take the sling and set it up at the same tension but on the opposite side of the rifle, when I go to transition from right to left shoulder, it actually gets tight enough where I can't transition, or if I do successfully complete the transition, it's cutting off blood flow. No good, obviously.
No good.
I've just found there's really no reason for me to set this up on this side of the rifle.
Okay.
There may be a counter argument to that I haven't encountered yet. But for me, I'm always going to put it on this side of the rifle.
Okay. Yeah. What about one-point slings? Because there's a lot of those on the market.
Okay. There's some benefits to one-point slings, the main one being freedom of movement. Again, we're talking about transitioning from right to left-hand shoulder. And you can see with my sling, I have to adjust the tension when I'm shooting. I usually leave it here when I'm shooting anyway. And I can transition from left to right shoulder relatively freely. But you just saw right there, I got my hand caught up in the sling. And, I'm not even shooting right now.
No.
One points allow you to switch more freely, but there's a big downside to them. And for me, that downside is that when you go hands-on with anything, so either using your pistol or using your hands for anything else you might be using them for at the range, you've got a rifle that's free hanging in between your legs. You get hit.
Yeah.
Obviously, which none of us want.
No.
And the other thing is, once you start shooting with a suppressor frequently, like this, they get hot. And when you go to sling them, if they're not supported by the sling, they're going to end up touching the insides of your legs and burning. They'll melt your pants. They're the hottest thing ever. With a 2-point, when you transition, you can kind of rotate your gun down and put it off to the left side of your body, and it's going to stay there. With the 1-point, it's going to freely swing back and forth, and it's just not a good time.
Not a good time.
No.
All right. Well, thanks for walking us through your sling setup.
If you have any other questions about sling setup, feel free to stop by the store. I'll be happy to walk you through it. Same with everybody else who works at the store. If you can't make it in for whatever reason, shoot us a comment on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. We'll be happy to help you out to the best of our ability.
See ya.